Hey, what's happening, guys? Freaks here once again, bringing you another game from the bronze-silver bracket of the Hive Mind Summer Tournament. Here we've got the green Zerg Malevolence in the top right of ESV Core Hall compound, and here in the bottom left, we've got NightHawk as the blue Terran. The good luck coming from NightHawk, and the U2 coming from Malevolence. I don't know if you guys watched NightHawk last game, but he actually took it away from Zafiki in, what was it? 2-0, I think. Maybe it was 2-1, but I think it was 2-0. But NightHawk has been playing this game for about 4 or 5 weeks, not too long at all, so he's not really doing too bad. I think he actually did play Brood War, but that was a long time ago, several years, so I don't know how much he's actually carrying over. But he's learning fast, which is good. You know, he's actually starting out with getting a supply depot down here at the top of the ramp to start off that wall. Very critical, especially against Zerg players. Unless you're doing some kind of fast expansion with bunkers and such. You should get a wall almost every game versus Zerg. Let's see, messed up with his drones there or something. Maybe he accidentally hit S and makes them all stop. I know I've done that before. But anyway, it looks like he's getting back on track there. The barracks also assisting completing the wall and the supply depot. There's a lot of things I like to say about this, actually. I mean, it's a tiny little thing, just a timing thing, but I don't always like to do this. The only thing that is in your favor, I suppose, by putting down the supply depot earlier, is that you block off early scouts. I know from playing Jay Lely, one of the other Zergs in our gold platinum bracket, he's almost got that timing down on lock. He knows when that barracks is up, so he sends his drone in just before that barracks will finish. So if you wait to make that second supply depot after that barracks is done, it'll get in there. He'll be able to scout whatever you've got, your gas timings, all that kind of stuff. And if you get that early supply depot right there, you can actually deny that, and you deny most kinds of early scouting. So if you're going for some kind of all-in shenanigans, you don't want people to see them, you can go ahead and put down an early supply depot, but it does screw up your timings for your second barracks, third barracks. I like to just wait till after the barracks is done to set down that second supply depot. Gas timing is a little bit off, just a little bit. I usually get my gas at 13, like you guys have always heard me say about Headshot. He was the other Terran I mentioned that in. The supply depots always freak me out. Coming from Malevolence, I swear to God, he said that every game last tournament. Said something about the supply depots. And I think he just quoted himself. I think he exactly said those supply depots always freak me out. It's kind of funny. But he is skipping his... Well, not necessarily skipping. Yeah, see, he's got that hat trick going down right there. But he opted to go for his third first. I'm not sure what his thinking is behind that. Perhaps if we've got a Zerg watching, they can maybe leave something in the comments about that. But I'm not familiar enough with Zerg builds to know why you would get that third first if you haven't been denied here at your natural. Command center is now in orbital command and completed, and we see that he's just queuing up these SCVs. Not the best thing to do, but you know, when you're bronze silver league, it's not something that's really critical. You know, because 50, 100, 150, that's all those minerals that are being taken and not used at that point. Queuing up is not one of my favorite things to do. It's just good macro skills to know not to do that. But it looks like after he's got this reactor down, attacking down 2 more barracks. So he's going to be having 3... Well, he's got his gas, so he can't be going for 3 barracks just making Marines. So I'm assuming he's going to get a tech lab down on one of these barracks. That'd probably be smart. He's got another reactor. Maybe he's just getting gas for reactors. Making another barracks. So he's got 4. Perhaps we're going to see some kind of Marine all-in. Because while a lot of Terran openers are similar, anything that'll lead into a meta game is just going to involve 1 or 2 barracks and a factory. 3 racks is basically an all-in build. You guys have probably seen me done that before. It's actually what got me out of Silver League back, God, what, almost a year ago? No, not even. I've been playing this game for a year. Shit. Anyway, 4 barracks. If he's committing to Marine production, got to keep up with the wow. God, queuing up the supply depots too. That's a lot of minerals down the drain as well. But he's got a lot to spare. He's got like 700. So we do see Malevolence getting these spines here just to fend off some early pressure. Probably Hellions is what he's expecting. Little does he know that his opponent has got a lot of barracks and a lot of Marines going to be coming out of here. I don't know if he's going to go for an early push or something like that, but he should. With that many barracks, you're not going to be able to sustain this production for very long. He's going to have to get a natural expansion to keep up with 4 barracks production. On top of 4 barracks, maybe a factory, starport, but you can't really sustain 4 barracks all producing at the same time off of 1 base, especially if you want to go for upgrades and stuff like that. Needs to get stim and shields. Just 2 of the most important upgrades you need for your bio ball. You know, if you don't have stim, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot in any engagement you get into. The only bad thing I can see about stim is that you might be tempted to overstim, killing your Marines, and that leaves them especially vulnerable to Zerglings and fungal growth. Will probably take out a bio ball in like, well, 1 hit after you've stimmed a couple times. So those are no good. But we see Malevolence is content to go for Bling Bling. Speed is actually just starting right now, so a little bit delayed, but the supplies are very even. So I don't see any of the players deciding to go for an engagement just yet. They're content to just sit back and build up their armies. No harassment. Just a bit of scouting coming out from Malevolence. No scouting from NightHawk just yet. Killing off that scout Zergling. He's not going to know when his opponent gets an expansion down now, assuming that's what that Zergling was for. And that one slips by those Marines, but falls back and dies. So yes, we see these Blings and Lings starting to move out just a little bit. Try to get some map control, which is always a good thing to do, especially work on your creep spread as well, which he is doing very nicely. Starting to get on that creep spread right there. Just that pooping queen right there, just taking a dump all over the map. Those creep tumors. Easily going to get Malevolence a lot of map vision, a lot of control. But we can see if these Banelings are able to affect what's going on here. Surround on those Marines, are all going to die. If he doesn't move, those Marines are just going to die so quickly. And you can see this Baneling bus is just so devastating. Don't open your wall, man. Oh. Oh man, that's no good. That's gotta hurt. Those Baneling busts. So effective against Marines. It's a little bit more micro would have been better. Not dropping those walls, you know, letting the Blings bust against the supply depots or just not bust at all. Would have been a better idea. Actually get that sensor tower, that's kind of funny. But he needs to get his expansion. That's all there is to it right now. His opponent's is on 2.5 base. Well, I'd say 2 base tops as far as saturation goes. But he just have 3 bases, and that's all there is to it. His opponent has 1. He's going to go for a counter. But all these roaches and lings, these Marauders and Marines, there's going to be no match. There's nothing he can do, really. You can try to do a little bit of poking, try to scare his opponent, but it's not going to work. That's just too many roaches and too many lings. Looks like he's... Has he quit Baneling production? I don't know. But bad engagement. Easily getting surrounded. Getting cleaned up very quickly. He's going to be retreating, but the speed of these Zerg units is just going to let these Marauder and Marines get cleaned up real easily. Running wasn't even the best option because that's free kills. Man, what the fuck is Shark? Yep, there's the flying shark, flying space shark. We need to see NightHawk expand. Right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and call a game because his opponent's on 3 base. There's nothing he can really do right now. He's gonna be running out of minerals here very quickly. He doesn't even have a hidden expansion around. He just needs to get his expansion down, but it's not gonna be easy to do, especially with all these roaches at his doorstep. Supply depot gonna fall. These Marauders are just gonna fall. The Marines are gonna fall as well. No stim. God, that is so bad. No stim. Combat shields, but no stim. These Marauders would be so much better with stim. try to hold this off, but this push is just going to be very devastating. I know it's not many units, but the fact that NightHawk is out of an army, just has to pull SCVs, and it is not going to be very effective. Marines popping out one at a time, Marauders coming out. Perhaps they can eventually pick off these roaches. They're all at very low health. 3 left. These Marauders are going to definitely help with that. And all of these roaches are successfully held, but at the cost of almost every single one of his SCVs. That is definitely game right there. I'm just waiting for a GG. With no wall, these Lings are going to be able to flood right in. Running right past all the Marines, getting shot at and doing nothing about it. Just cleaning up the remainder of these SCVs. His opponent has next to no production, no income. 2 SCVs, actually looked at that. Yep, 2 SCVs, 2 Harvesters to 41. We can definitely tell who is ahead of this game. These roaches are back. No stim yet, so it's just going to be very hard for NightHawk to continue holding off these pushes. Honestly, it's getting hard to find things to talk about right now because we all know what's going to happen. Malevolence is going to win this game here because of NightHawk. He essentially has no income. 120 minerals a minute is absolutely nothing. He's not going to be able to continue producing units. Wave after wave of Zerg units is just going to wear him down, and eventually he's just going to fall. Zerglings. Oh, not Zerglings, roaches. But Zerg units coming in from like all angles of the map. Look at them just running all over the place. He's just got them rallied down here. Continue to wear down at his opponent. He's not going to be able to come back from this at all. Roaches is pulling down here at the natural. Got a 4th going down, but that's not very wise considering that his 2nd and his 3rd aren't even close to being saturated. He's got to focus on that saturation before just going for another expansion. Got that Spire there. I don't know if he's going to try and go for some units or what, but he honestly doesn't need to. These roaches are just going to finish the game for him, even with these Marauders. He doesn't have any income. Basically, we're just waiting for this game to end at this point. He's going to march right up that ramp there and finish us off. Hopefully we find a GG from NightHawk here soon. He's probably just being annoying to Malevolence right now at this point. There's Medivacs there, not doing very much. Man, I'm yawning now. I'm just so bored of this game. I'm starting to yawn. GG from NightHawk, and there's a GG from Malevolence. So, NightHawk is at a loss this game. Malevolence has a 1-0 lead. Let's go on to game 2, guys. Thanks for watching.